So like when you say middle class, I always think of it as there's two. Like you have the middle class that is on TV, like with like the nice houses and like nice cars. They're not rich. Like they go to public school, public
Hmm.
high school, whatever. But it's the middle class that has like the French door fridges and like, like I'd say like the stuff that you see on TV. And then there's the middle class like Scarborough or like Brampton middle class, which
Hmm.
is you're not poor, but you're not spending a ton of money. Like
Yeah, no,
so.
like I definitely grew up middle class. Actually quite fan. Like I have a nice house. Like my fridge, I got the water one. You know, you push the
Yeah, yeah,
button.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, I just got that, eh?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
nice,
it's
isn't it?
so nice.
Bro, you get some ice
Yeah.
cubes and shit, and you get crushed.
Bro, there's two settings. So
Hmm.
there's the cubed and then there's the crushed.
Yeah.
And the thing refills itself. It's
But be
amazing,
honest,
dude.
when have you ever used Crush?
A
Can you use
lot.
it? You go
Yeah.
for Crush?
See, you know why I use crushed?
Why?
Because the amount of water that you can get in there is more, so it lasts longer.
That's hella
So
smart.
like, for example, if you put the cubes that comes out of the thing, half of your cup is filled with ice cubes, and then you pour the water, and then you basically only have half the water. But if you use the crushed ice, you can get it till about the same density of ice, but it's like only in the bottom third of the cup, so you get more water, so it lasts longer.
Wow, I didn't even think of that. I usually just go
Yeah.
straight water. I don't even do ice. The only
Oh,
time I usually
seriously?
do ice is when I eat soup because I drink soup.
Oh yeah, and you put it in the thing
I
and
put
stir
ice
it.
in the soup, dude.
Bro,
I'm
I
not
used to do
kidding. I
that
don't
when I
have
was
time.
little
I don't have time for this. I don't have time for the soup to cool down.
to cool down.
I get a couple
I
ice cubes,
used,
I throw it in there.
bro, I would always do that.
I still do.
Soup,
I'm a grown man. I still do.
bro. Soup. I used to if I ever had like ramen noodles,
Huh?
I would never eat them with water. Like I would never eat them cooked. We
Oh,
would
just eat
what
it
we would do
straight?
is yeah, we would punch the bag,
Uh-huh.
like crush it, get it into like crumbs, open the salt, pour it in there and shake it, and then we would eat the Mr. Noodle that way.
See, the problem with that is sometimes we would share that because not everybody would have the bag. So I'd
Yes.
be at school, but people would be like, they wouldn't dump it
Yeah.
in their mouth. They would kind of just put their whole
They would get
fingers in
their
their mouth.
yeah,
But then
yeah,
it would just be saliva
yeah,
all the things. So it's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
one big cesspool of it would end up being just a soup, but of saliva, really.
yeah. But see them. Imagine like kids nowadays are not gonna be able to do that because that's gonna be gross, right? Because of COVID.
I think that was gross then.
I think it was also, but I think there's an experience of like, you know,
Dude, I remember they
putting
had a
your wet, slimy,
yeah,
saliva-filled fingers
yeah.
back into the same bag that four other people
Uh-huh.
have been sharing of this dude's Mr. Noodle and
I
pulling it.
remember, I remember they had a presentation. The girls, because like the guys would just share drinks or whatever. Like you would get a Fago or something. Be like, dude, let me try that.
Yeah.
They would all just be like, nobody would waterfall really. You just kind of share the drink. Remember the girls had a presentation on why you shouldn't share drinks. And they're like, you'll get meningitis. You'll get like cavities. It was all this shit. But now